In this video about Cellular X, I won't be talking about a single cell. Instead, I'll be talking about the utilities. This is episode 2 of Cellular X videos, and I have extended UI, which is in the menu. All the settings is update delay, which is how long a tick lasts for, which is the unit of measurement in Cellular X. Ticks per update, which I think update is it's a different type of measurement. Let me test that out. 4 ticks per update. F means, so in WASD to move around in the editor, and F to do an update or a tick. E and Q to rotate the cells, and space to start and end simulation. So there's also, if you were to zoom in or zoom out, then that would either increase brush size or make the map bigger. It does both for some reason, which is really confusing. That's why I like to use zoom in and zoom out, and increase brush size and decrease brush size. About the settings, so music volume, those are just volumes. The border, so the border is the edge of the map. I set it to 300 width and 15 height. UI scale is basically how big the UI is. So if I set it down, then it'll become smaller, which I don't really like. Show pop-up info is like the description of everything, so you won't see the description of what's going on. Extended UI is all of this junk. Subticking shows how a cell moves, like if two cells are touching, I'll give an example at the end of the video. Debug mode. What's the debug mode? So it splits up the thing. I don't know what that does. Fancy graphics basically does an animation. So if you turn it off, it'll just move janky. I like to turn it on, and when I want to see what happens to an object, I turn it off. Change music changes the music. This is the normal one. my personal favorite. I'll keep it on for the rest of the thing. So basically, if you press tab, then you can select objects. Control X to cut, Control C to copy, and Control V to paste. And backspace to just delete it. Also, for some reason, never mind. So Control C, Control V. You don't paste it immediately. You have to press enter. Click. Control Q to flip horizontally and Control E to flip vertically. Undo is Control Z. Step, which I just told you before, is Control F. And pause is space. Unpause is space. Toggling pause is space. So the initial state is where it sets to at the beginning before you press space. If you were to reset, then this is the initial state that I put. Once you press space, it'll pop up. So even if you don't have extended UI, there's also tools. Ek minute. Erases cells. Editing mode, I don't know what that is. Brush shape, so this changes it to a circle. Yeah, you can see that's a brush like that. Random rotation, I guess it puts random rotation for some reason. And markers, cool. I don't know if this considers itself as a wall. Yeah. Okay. And that's the end of the video.